嘿呦，我又回来啦！上次记得就是刚分类好我们的学院，我们的学派。我被分到了格莱芬多里面。我们就被带到一个教育厅的面前，然后我刚从一个房间里醒来，大概就是这样，我记得的。其实想用摇杆玩，但是它的那个叫什么东西？它的那个按键，他们会一直显示鼠键的按键，所以我觉得有点麻烦，还是换回来好了。游戏体验，如果他有办法，就是完全的都是用那个摇杆的按键来的界面的话，那我会用摇杆来玩。但可是他没有办法，我不知道是哪里出了问题。是这个吗？还可以改变难度，或者是我把我的滑鼠拔掉的话，土法炼钢。我来试看看，把滑鼠拔掉会怎么样？滑鼠拔掉了，它还是会显示那个显示鼠键的。还是说我接连的把，有哦，我把键盘我把那个键盘的那个 USB 把它拔掉，它就变成鼠键的那个了 IC 界面了。不是啦，不是 IC 啊，就是它的界面都变成了鼠键啊，那这样就好多了。只是有点麻烦，如果每次要玩的话，就得把这两个东西给拔掉。帅哦
Lumos. Revelio. Protego.
好，只是在热身。这个是我的扫帚是吗？好，我们重新开头好了。Yo man， 大家好，我们又回来了。好，我们可以看到我们的脸一副刚睡醒的样子。我们上次就是刚刚分类完我们的学院啊，被分到了格莱芬多，然后我们就被我们的副教授带来这间房间里面，带来了教育厅里面，然后我们在那边睡了一晚，起来就是像这样子的。我们在一个房间里，这个是我的床吧？应该是啦。来数看看哦，1、2、3。我有3个室友，所以是4人一房。这一个是我们来看一下环境哦，复古的暖炉，只有我这边有窗户，蛮赞的。还有一个扫帚，好，我们就出去吧，看看要干嘛。哇哦，这个是什么？新的运动，骑着扫帚然后打球，看以后会不会玩到。我们出去吧。哇哦！我到底该上楼还是下去呢？上楼吧。我也有一样的问题啊。 哎，你好啊，早安啊！看起来是这个方向没错，但是，哎，没有，他在楼下哎。但是我要继续爬。我们来看看这边会给我们，这边会到哪里去呢？一个很酷的壁画，层次感。来，我们来蹭蹭看后面有没有房间。以为是玩 Minecraft 是不是？这一个是别人家，别人的房间。哦，看起来跟我们的房间，我自己的房间没有差多少，但是有一个镜子，可以看到我自己吗？这个镜子太酷了吧！我为什么看到的是我的背面呢？好扯哦，这镜子是怎样？我面向它，但是它是照向我的背面呢，太扯了。吧，不要浪费时间了，我们下去吧。哦，这边可以进去吗？这边也可以推耶，厉害！有沙发可以坐。嘿，你好啊！他妈，这看起来也太像我了吧！差一点啊！从这边跳下来会不会吓死其他人？哦，不能跳，好的。但是我觉得挺酷的。还有金探子在那边飞耶，帅哦！
Lumos.
没人发现我。这个地方太酷了。哎，这个画怎么不会动啊？他们是把历届的优良学生都放在这个画里面，还有很多的奖杯、奖牌。哇哦！你好啊，保重。箱子 ，OK， 我连一等都还不到，没办法开。哎呀，怎么有两个妹子在背后说我的闲话呢？还是你们对我有意思？突然就念我的名字，突然就讲我的传闻，那我要跟你们搭话了。嗨，有妹子。哦，好，我知道了，我知道了。你在我耳边说，好，我知道你们的意思了。好，布告栏，很像就是美式学院一般的布告栏。没有，我乱讲的，应该不是。哎，我真的好喜欢这种地方哦。如果我的学校是这样的话，我可能毕业之后会想回来当老师。我喜欢这样的环境。这一个是什么？可以，能互动吗？应该是可以，但我还不知道怎么用。可能是未来的解密要用的吧。嘿，你好啊。
Can't imagine starting a new school this late.
这么晚入学就是都融入不进来啊。这个船，哦，他在那边干嘛？
I shan't offend you.
Nellie will do anything for attention.
Nelly will do anything for a thrill.
我知道啦，我知道他是叫奈里了啦。这边有一个人，那边也有一个人。5年级生进来的唯一坏处就是我真的很融入不了了，就跟转学生一样，这边的人一开始都不认识。什么？我是隔空取物是不是？
Go on.
哦，是卫斯理哥哥哎，这是隆恩的哥哥吗？酷，你在干嘛呢？
I would really like someone to try it.
哎，不是你，所以是前面这个，直接认错人。盖瑞斯·卫斯理，我来，
Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself.
请问后面的那个也太……
Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley.
你好啊，
Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the ministry was with you in the carriage?
真的
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh,
我有语
didn't
音
mean
了
to。pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
哦，
Does having your aunt here make things difficult?
More than you'd think. Most people assume I can't get into trouble or be given detention. But they're wrong.
哦，
Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me.
真的，如果有亲戚来学校，就是会这样。
Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Are you having butterbeer for breakfast?
Oh no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer.
哦，
I'm almost there. Based on some reactions, it may need a bit more work.
Seems you enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see it, there's little difference fundamentally between brewing a modification to butterbeer
真的
and a
吗？
Wiggenweld potion. Though I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my
夏普教授
creativity as much
有
as
有
you
是
might think.
是非常的有想象力啊。
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
Good luck。这个就是这个学生也太还被我撞到，不好意思呢。哎，你刚是撞墙了吗？好哦。我们再来一下环顾四周，这边有个漂亮的妹妹在练习魔法。也还好，不是我的型。哇哦，这个地方是进得来耶。我这样看着大家，一定会被当成怪人。不过上面有一个比我更怪的，我好喜欢这个地方哦，好棒哦！酷，它是真的有声音的。如果我突然插到你们两个中间，然后玩这个东西，你会吓死吧？
Shame you weren't born with wings, though. I'm sure you'd use them.
上面的那个人叫奈里。
Nelly'll do anything for a thrill.
奈里，
I don't want to get in trouble the first day.
哎，我已经忘记他的名字叫什么了。我是说刚刚对话的那位男学生，这个你叫什么名字？我只知道你是姓卫斯理的。惨了，
I adore
Shame you weren't born with wings, though. I'm sure you'd use them.
anything for attention.
我
Nelly
想
will do anything for attention.
要
Nelly will do anything for attention.
anything for a thrill.
吓死我了。
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello.
Hello，
Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things.
你慢慢聊，我去吃我的饼干，
Once
我吃我的
I
糖
made
果
it。to Gryffindor Tower from the outside without a broom.
太勇敢了吧！
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
It's true, and I was almost killed. Professor Fig and I were lucky to escape with our lives.
How awful for you. And of course, that poor man from the
真
ministry.
的很可怜。
But still, you got to see a dragon. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
看我的不幸怎么就变成了你们的活力了呢？我的不幸怎么就成为你们的活力了呢？
What exactly are the rumors about my journey to Hogwarts?
That you escaped a dragon attack? Isn't that enough? Most of us arrive via train or boat. Not having just escaped the jaws of a dragon. Of course it's got people talking. Word travels fast at Hogwarts.
I'd imagine most students have never seen a dragon. Have you?
Goodness, no. And I've never heard of one attacking a carriage like that. Not enough meat in a carriage, I'd think.
屁嘞！
I take it you're not afraid of heights.
It's something I've always done, since I was little. My mother once found me on the roof when I was 5. Still has no idea how I got there. But with all the strange hallways and rooms in the castle, and everything lurking in and outside the grounds, you don't need to scale a tower to see something incredible here.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
我也会这样讲话。继续爬。哦，
Emily promised to have a child. Give her a ribbon and a
他看起来很开心呢。
anything.
I've been sending out to my mother, pleading with her to send my favorite nightshirt.
All I have at home are brothers. I thought sharing a room with girls would be tidier. Clearly I was wrong. Thank goodness for the scouring charm.
Well, one can't argue with that.
我们这些同学讲话也是挺有趣的。
Lucky the boys have their own rooms.
屁嘞，我
They may.
It's astonishing to me that the 5 lads I share a dorm with don't accumulate half the mess my one sister makes at home.
Some of us are tidier than others, though, aren't we? You don't have to look far to know who the disgrace is in our dormitory.
Those bouncing balls get big, they can be quite strong.
跳跳根
Now you don't get one.
生火咒
You'll be having to cast the fire spell.
酷。
Sure, that won't go as well as your
Oh, perhaps I should.
奎西达，他很像那个魔法满屋里面的主角。
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh!
你心思太杂了。
Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
费格教授，
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
A little more practice ought to do it.
I practiced all summer. I can cast spells more complicated than this one without speaking. What's so difficult about this one?
你好厉害！
I'm just going to keep at it.
Do most students know how to cast non-verbally?
Not at all. Hogwarts doesn't teach nonverbal casting until the 6th year, and even then, many struggle with it. I'm simply trying to get ahead of the game.
Is it really that difficult to cast non-verbally?
Oh, yes. And if you don't get it just right, the results can be, shall we say, awkward. Once, I tried to cast Depulso non-verbally on a goblet in the Great Hall, and ended up launching Professor Sharp's Yorkshire pudding into his face. He was not happy.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
New Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
谢谢你，谢谢你的提醒。不过跟我讲话的人是谁呢？重点是我要怎么出去？
Trying to harvest a pufferpod the other day. Those spores certainly make you dizzy.
I've never had difficulties with bouncing bulbs. Simple knockback jinx on hand's all you need.
When my grandfather went to this school, Dilys Derwent was the headmistress. Marvelous healer, apparently. Very highly regarded. Bet
真酷。
she's better in potions than I'm doing in herbology.
I could wander the greenhouses for hours. Just need to avoid the venomous tentacular and the devil's snare.
I wish Professor Garlick would teach us more about flesh-eating trees. There seems so little about them. Perhaps one day someone will write a book on them.
吃一颗。谢啦。我要出去了。
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, ordinary visiting level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
Cool.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
谢啦。
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
有，我得走了。不要紧张。
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Cool.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up. Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Baruch.
真的假的？你怎么知道？
Revelio.
这个肖像描绘着巫师巴鲁费奥，他以包尼形脑万物丹组成，什么意思？大家也透过他的案例明白，如果念错咒语会发生什么事。把 F 的音发成 S， 倒在地板上，胸口还踩着一只水牛。Oh no！ 开启实战。哦，挺酷的。必须从挑战中。好的。
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
这样很赞的，自己探索。
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
这些地方都可以开吗？拿钱钱，在学校乱开宝箱拿钱钱，一定是可以的，合法的。
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
哦，地图左侧是学生、教授居住的地方。选择南区，这个地方是南区。呼噜耶，原来是这样。图书，酷哦。
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
有，我看到中央大厅了，超明显。
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
哦，这么厉害，这么酷！教授一个旋转。
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Heckert in charge of our students' education in that regard.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
我个人猜测这背后的故事并不简单，不只是什么寻找归属、绕路。
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you.
我会的。
And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
好有侵略性的阿姨哦。你好，教授。
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain he suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map?
Okay.
Unfold it and have a look.
Hmm. 好，我知道了。
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
这也太方便了吧！好亮，外面没问题吗？突然就起雾了，下雨了。
Off on another adventure, are we?
是谁跟我讲话啊？尖牙天竺鼠、天竺葵，这里有火吗？哇哦，有够诡异的啊！大爆爆
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
一次就成功。
Now, let's try something a little larger.
太酷了吧，老师！
Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
Levioso.
Good. Now, well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Leva.
This should be easy. Levioso. This can't be your first duel. Let's just say
I do enjoy a lively duel. I'm all of my students for this event.
You're good. There you go. Levioso accepted. Thank you.
Use the basic cast when your opponent's guard is down.
我自己也快输了、啊。哎，只要把他打下去就赢了。
Not bad for a beginner.
You give as good as you get.
小屁。
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hackett. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
谢啦。
All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
I'd hate to face Professor Hackett in a duel.
说刚刚那位吗？
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
我们来看看我们的同学在说什么话吧。嘿，老师。
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
好哦。诶，与塞巴斯蒂安。
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
我没有要这样讲的。
You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
真的假的？
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason.
Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good.
谢啦。
Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
下次见。
Revelio.
太酷了，这个不能进去。我先开启我的教程，我的书本，我的魔法书。有什么奖励可以拿？哦。 完成4个主线任务，我就可以得到这个传奇披风。眼镜，好，蛮酷的。 个是刚刚那个吧？这是刚刚上过的课吧？收藏，也太多东西了吧？那个，我该怎么往下？哦。好哦。还不错，很好玩。但这边有个宝箱，我不知道该怎么开了。楼下的。
Revelio.
好吧，看来是没办法开了。
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
现在是真的太方便了。来，我们来去找下一个地方。可用于支线任务，可在标记，不会推动主线剧情。了解，是指这个吧？是吗？ 嗯，哦，这个是已经被我开启的。走吧，我们去上另外一堂课，魔咒课。跑起来，大跑特跑。 嘿，你好，你在看什么书呢？看不到，看不到你在看什么。笑死！
Professor Weasley must be exhausted doing her job as well as the headmaster. We're lucky to have her.
好赞哦！哎呀，会掉帧了。
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
什么东西？什么东西？来，我们去上魔咒课。哇哇哇！哇，不太会用摇杆，头晕目眩啊。
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit.
He's always
We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
了解。 这么酷？这是小伙伴是吗？
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new
Nana.
student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well,
真可爱。
It seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
要面对面了。
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Holy.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Eh?
要干嘛？你想要我干嘛？
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Accio, think of this like gobstone. Excellent control there. Splendid! Happens to the best of us. That's it!
我想要再玩一次。
Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Onai.
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
所以我拉到黄色去暂停。
Let us see this.
屁嘞！你不要这样子闹好不好？
Excellent.
What's this?
蓝的蓝的，我这个一定要到蓝的。
There we go.
太快了，太快了！哦，
Brilliant. Here we go.
这样不会挡到我的路吗？ 你这样挡到我的路嘞，哥哥，姐姐啊。
That is how it's done.
Very good.
过嘞，好扯哦。
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
不要再玩了，教授，结束了啦，下课了。
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
笑死。
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this. Phew. I know but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well. You are
我是多少啊
not making this easy for me, are you?
？30。
Be sharp.
这样不行哎，你不能挡我的路。哼，
Splendid.
谢谢啊。你们
Watch this.
只要我这个有过，我就过了。等一下哦。
Not exactly a typical lesson, is it? Not that I mind.
好的。
Well done.
王者。
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
谢谢你。
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here.
这么酷哦！
Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one
太
is
酷了
without
吧
their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Dramatic。
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the
最
largest
大
visiting
的
school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Ouagadougou a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me. This enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next
他在后面已经擦药擦很久。
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
怎么了？
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
辛苦了，奎西达。你好，教授，什么事情？
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
是啊。还有，我的好朋友在密我，等一下，我先装回我的键鼠，回他讯息一下。稍等一下哦。我就边回他的讯息。
You're the new student, aren't you?
你好啊。 边继续探索这个魔法世界。
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Good luck. Bye bye. 你很累吗？一定是很累。猫咪。
I wish the headmaster would retire. Let Professor Weasley take over for him.
Oh.
I've no doubt that Black will be
再一次。
No ability to have a rapport with pupils whatsoever.
好疗愈哦。
To stand up to the headmaster. Likely best to keep my head down till I finish up here.
I tried telling Heather when I was half day left on my assignment. She said if I didn't get sorted, I'd be the one getting banished.
I heard Venus died one night and showed up to class the next morning as if nothing had happened. I don't think he even knows he's a ghost.
我的天啊！我听到了什么东西啊？
Just when I think I'm finished with my schoolwork, I remember another assignment. If it's not 12 inches of parchment per potion, then yes, the werewolves join the goblins.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
In the Goblin Rebellion of
See?
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Ooh, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Flack.
谢谢你们的表演。这是什么？
Revelio.
是我要解开什么吗？哦，好的，不知道怎么打开来。有一个猫猫。啊，真的是要双十，谢谢你啊！
My father said you had the schoolwork.
比较可惜的是，我玩一玩会掉帧。酷哦！
Revelio.
你会发光，但我要怎么跟你互动呢？不会吧？不是。 简简单单的。
Good work out dueling, Sebastian.
Revelio.
这个挂毯上面描绘着愚蠢的巴拿巴斯， 这位巫师打算训练3怪跳芭蕾舞。啊，可怜。
Revelio.
傻笑，听到什么东西？该不只有我听到这个声音吧
？Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
没错，我逛的挺开心的。哦，萨蒂亚瓦蒂。这边需要一个钥匙。这个地方蛮酷的。
Revelio.
Sorry。啊，现在不知道要做什么。变形学的教师见面。
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
我知道你讲过了。哎，不是，应该要讲按。离这个地方最近的点在哪里啊？诶。这个去上课喽！中国咬人甘蓝，傻小啊！经过秘鲁贸易区，白猫。Oh my god， 这个呼噜声！
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke.
Deke.
You could help.
你好 ，Dick。
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
You shall find the time. You'd be astonished to know just how much you don't know. In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand.
谢谢。
You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
塞巴斯是那个吗？谁？是跟我决斗的那一个吗？两个都是跟我决斗的。
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can.
太多名
Once
字了，
you've
我记
finished
不住
Professor
啊。
Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
教授很会抓重点哦。
Revelio.
在哪里？了解。真的假的？好可怜哦，在哪里？变形到一半，长出老鼠尾巴的。 真可怜，可怜的老鼠。教授再见。 教授你好。
There you are.
罗南教授。
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience. And these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Got it.
在楼上，那我走错位置了。
A flying page must be around here somewhere.
Nice and warm.
Accio. Brilliant.
Might some kind soul help me?
只有2张。
Revelio.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much trouble.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your
手势记得
enunciation
要拿
and
捏准确。
movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Reparo.
但我不知道你说的那个在哪里。这个地方是下面还是上面啊？哇哦！
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
就是这里吗？跟我想象中的有点不太一样。
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
啊，那你要感谢我了。
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
我想要种这些。好了，走吧。这边也有吗？那就让我踩一下。
What's going on?
Yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
这个哦，丝路。看到有东西拿。鹰马。
Likely already named them too.
France Hoop and Sugarfoot.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest, out of bounds to all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead.
掉帧，掉帧。我觉得我们游戏只能玩到这样了，不能录了。